right, good morning, everybody. Um, we are now live in Lower Valley, and the storm has really started kicking up. Good morning, Juan. Good morning, Christine. Hi, Jennifer. Brandon. Um, we've lost power, I think, in most of the island. Started in East End. I think you guys can hear the wind. Listen, if you thought that this storm was going to be um, just rain, kid yourself not, because it's a lot of wind out there. So, yeah, somebody said no power in East End, gonna miss your show. Well, you can watch it on your mobile phones. This is why I was telling everyone to ensure that you had your mobile devices completely charged up, because this is when it becomes important, right? So, yeah, the wind is really, really kicking out there. Um, the typical things that we expect to hear, we're obviously hearing, including obviously just everything creaking. So thank you so much, Jason, for the birthday greetings. Shamia Caribbean Sunshine says there's no power in Bottomtown. I think that most of the island now would be without power. My sources indicate that it started in East End, and basically there's some kind of coal fire in East End, and they shut off East End first, from what I can understand. Um, and of course, I don't know what my husband is doing. He's just walking around driving me crazy. Um, and this is the other interesting thing, folks, is when you're in a situation like this, someone just messaged and said this wind is very strong. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When you're in a situation like this, everybody reacts differently to situations. Some people just like to stay calm and chill out. Other people are going to be pacing up and down. When you have children, of course, you worry about them more than anything else. So the wind is really, I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I forgot what hurricane wind sounded like. I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but I legit forgot. So this is kind of interesting that I really a couple of hurricanes, but I think the mind has a way of um, of doing this to you. So we lost power probably about 15, 20 minutes ago in Lower Valley. It looks like it's that little sound there um, means that, the power probably is trying to come on, but it's not gonna. I think this is gonna be off for a good while. Um, so yeah, a lot of you are obviously up. Thank you guys so much for the birthday greetings, by the way. So let me just give you the latest official update, and then I can read some more of your comments. So what do we have here, folks? We have what the latest coordinates and so forth are on this storm. So big shout out to all of the emergency crew that's working throughout the night to bring us all of the latest updates. So as of this was sent out at 4:51, and this would be the 4 a.m. update for us, which would have been, they would have done it at 5 a.m. in the U.S. So severe weather goals, and obviously hurricane watch and tropical storm warning in effect for the Cayman Islands. As of 4 a.m., tropical storm Grace was located 18.8 north and 80.9 north of about 40 miles south-southeast of Grand Cayman. So 40 miles is about as close as you can get. Maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Tropical storm Grace is moving towards the west at 16 miles per hour, so she did pick back up a little bit. So remember earlier that she had went from 16 to 15, and then the last report is she's moving at 14 miles per hour. So she's picked back up to 16, which is good news for us, I think. And the latest forecast has Grace forming or becoming a hurricane further west of Grand Cayman than previously predicted. Again, that's pretty good news, I think. So therefore, the threat of hurricane force winds affecting the Cayman Islands has decreased, believe it or not. I know it doesn't sound like it out there right now. Overcast skies with torrential rain, intermittent thunderstorm. That's obviously what we're hearing right now. Torrential rain is expected as Tropical Storm Grace passes to the south of Grand Cayman. Showers will be locally heavy at times, leading to flooding of low-lying areas. So listen, we're all going to be in a low-lying area here in terms of flooding. So estimated rainfall for today remains 3 to 6 inches, a maximum of 9 inches. And the wind direction and speeds. So for Grand Cayman, Wednesday morning, which is what we're seeing now, it's 45 to 50 knots, gusting to 60 plus. On Wednesday afternoon, it'll decrease to 25 to 30 knots. So Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, Wednesday morning, it's going to be southeast 25 to 35 knots. And in the afternoon, it decreases to 15 to 20 knots. So again, estimated wave heights has gone up 10 to 15 feet, especially along the east and south coast. And that's for Wednesday's prediction. And Thursday will be 5 to 7 feet. So again, stay away from the water, folks. That's the bottom line there. Storm surge could rise water levels as high as 1 to 3 feet above normal tide levels in portions of Grand Cayman. And you know, for us, 1 to 3 feet is a lot. So marine warning is in effect for the Cayman Islands. All marine craft should seek and remain in safe harbor. And of course, the Cayman Islands National Weather Service, who has sent this out, will continue to monitor the progress of the system, and the next update will be at 10 a.m. So basically, for the next 4 hours, we're going to just have to hunker down and, you know, do what we can. So somebody just said, what a birthday. Yes, indeed, what a birthday. Someone has just said in Georgetown off of Hospital Road that they have winds over 67 miles per hour. So I'm guessing that they have an instrument there that can check that. Somebody else says this is not 65 miles per hour. This is at least 90 to 100. Happy birthday, young lady. So good morning to Miss Irma and everybody else that's watching. Yeah, boy. Listen, we forget what 65 miles per hour wind sounds like, but it could be. I mean, I'm no expert, but gusting probably a little bit above that, because remember, that's sustained wind. So good morning, Cindy. Leroy is with us. Miss Mona is here. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Sherry. Brandon says, my poor car getting beat up by the trees. Wow. Yeah, for those of us who don't have a garage to put a car in, you know, it's a little bit more challenging in terms of that for sure. So it's getting beat up at least by the rain. Hopefully no coconuts or trees. But this is why, folks, you gotta make sure you keep your insurance and stuff up to date, because God knows what you're gonna find when you go outside. Of course, you know, concerned about the wind and your roof. That's a legit concern. You know, these shingles, a lot of them are not meant to withstand this type of wind. But you just pray that everything stays put. So, Shania, thank you so much. Miss Josephine is here. Thank you all for the birthday greetings. Jamelia says this wind just got real. And yes, it did, Joe. I was sleeping pretty good for a couple hours there, and then all of a sudden I heard the wind kicking up, and I'm like, oh, God, can't sleep anymore. Jason says that this is my birthday gift. Savannah doesn't look good. Well, Clifton, I think right now, most of Cayman doesn't look good in the sense that we're probably all facing very similar conditions. So Josephine says Windsor Park still has power. What? So East End went. I got a message about, let me just see when that. Mel, my friend Mel, says she's scared. It's going to be okay, girl. She said, I'm not going to lie, I'm scared. And it's okay to be scared. I'm here, Windsor Park is out now. I just got word that Windsor Park power is out. So, Josephine, that might have been a few minutes ago, but I think she's gone. Um, yes, I'm just having a look here. So, someone reported that there was I guess, like a little miniature fire in on one of the poles or something in East End. So they said at 5:12, fire running on the light wire in East End. OMG, best they disconnect electricity. That was at 5:13. And she said by 5:20, thank God it's off. And then I said at 5:29, oh, we're not off yet. And not long after that, like a minute later, it started to dip in Lower Valley and then it went quick. And that was it. Um, so, yes. So yeah, that's where we're at. Good morning, Catherine. Yes, no lights, no lights, no lights. No power in East End, North Side. I would say probably island wide at this point. Lost a few trees and I can hear things banging on my front door, says Juanita. Ooh, yay, yay. Hi, Wendy, how are you? Wendy, you're kind of close to the water, right? So how are things by you? Leroy is still getting some flickering, so that means that you still have power. I know Leroy's in Georgetown. Errol, good morning to you. Power out in Northwood, yep. Irvin is here, Maria's here. Frank Sound Power is gone. Yes, Lower Valley is definitely gone. So good morning, Diamond Princess Sapphire. I'm streaming from my iPad, which I had charged up, and then I've got my mobile devices. So again, big shout out to Flo for the internet connectivity. Kayleen, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Hi, Rock. Yep, gone. Thank you, Evelyn. It's early and doesn't look good, says Jorge. Georgetown is feeling it. The breeze is terrible. Child, I know breeze. That's like a good wind gusts at sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Anderson, Miss Louisa, thank you. Yes, thank you guys so much for the birthday greetings. We got Bonnie here with us. Patricia, you're welcome for the update. I don't know if we have any flooding because I'm not opening the door. Trust me. I'm going to stay put. I'm going to stay inside as they recommended. I can hear some stuff kind of moving around, like on the patio and stuff like that. We think we may have, y'all could hear that, right? We think that we may have lost a portion of fencing, but you know what? All these things are just things, right? Shania says the wind's gone up to 100 miles per hour. Well, let me check and see what's going on here. Yep. So lots of video footage coming in. Looks like some people can actually sit on their porch and watch this. I don't even want to open the patio door, y'all. I gotta be honest with you. I am just not even inclined to do that. Let me just check the National Hurricane Center and see what is going on. Oops. Sorry. I'm trying to see. Okay. Alarms are going off around here because normally we'd be getting up at this hour to get our day started. Tracy, I just saw your message. The power's out in West Bay and rain and strong winds. Yep, so Thunderstorm Grace is here. Power just went. Yep. All right, let me just check the National Hurricane. Let's see if they have anything up. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is. It's beeping. There's a lot of backup things that want to start beeping and so forth. So the tropics got an update an hour ago, and this is what it says online as of 5 a.m., which would have been 4 a.m. our time. The center of tropical storm. Oh, that's the wrong storm. Oh, that's Henry. Sorry. Tropical storm Grace. Yes, so it says outer bands with heavy rainfall and gusty winds beginning to spread across the Cayman Islands. Grace is forecast to become a hurricane later on today. Hurricane warning in effect for the Yucatan, from Mexico, Cancun to Punta Herrero, including Cozumel. Hurricane watch in effect for the Cayman Islands. Tropical storm warning, obviously in effect for the Cayman Islands. So we are looking at 5 p.m. The center of the storm was located about 40 miles, which is 65 kilometers southwest of Grand Cayman, and Grace is moving towards the west near 60 miles per hour. So same thing that we said earlier, general westward to west northwestward motion will be for the next couple of days. So on the forecast track, the center of Grace will continue to move near or over the Cayman Islands later this morning, and Grace will approach the Yucatan Peninsula tonight or early Thursday. So somebody else is able to monitor the storm. They have, I guess, I don't know what that device is. But they said that they just got a wind gust of 80. Hold on one second. They just got a wind gust of 82 miles per hour about 15 minutes ago. So let me just find out how they're measuring that. But yes, it's no joke. So this person's in Savannah, says my husband has told me that we've lost quite a few trees, including the merengue trees. Okay, stay safe. And of course, people are sending video footage of what's going on right now. So Kevin, I see you coming on, Shania. So we're not too sure about flooding, but let's bring Kevin in. Let me just see. I see you coming up. There you go, Kevin. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Carmelita here. Irvin said, thank you so much for keeping us company for the storm. Good morning, Sharon. Tyrone is here. Celeste. Yep, most of Cayman definitely has no power right now. So what are you
I'm just
seeing
getting
there
ready to get out the
on
door
Kevin?
to head into work.
Let me
And
turn up my volume. I can barely hear you.
you can barely hear me.
There we go.
Sounds better now. Yeah, no, I was just saying I was just getting ready for work, about to head out the door to head into my office, and I
Okay.
said I was checking real quick, and I saw that you were on, so I said let me jump on and just kind of join and share with you the what I'm seeing on at least from the satellite view and from the systems that I have access to now. Of course, local observations are always much better because I don't have, what some folks might have is, where they could pick up their how much winds, what the actual wind speed is being observed on land. So I only got access to what some of the prediction models are and what the latest um, the latest confirmation was. And so at 5 this morning, which is 4 Cayman time, you could see that the strong part of the tropical storm force winds was approximately 10 to 20 miles away from Grand Cayman, but that's certainly what you guys are observing now. This is definitely outdated information at this point, and I won't have another update on this until another hour from now. 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock Cayman time, 8 o'clock my time is when I'll have that update, this will be updated on here to see exactly what you guys are going through. But yeah, it's definitely sticking to what we were definitely mentioning before, that Cayman definitely was going to be impacted by some strong winds, and we do know. Think about it this way: when you have winds 50 plus miles an hour, think about driving down High Rock Road or Queens Highway. That's the speed limit. There is 50 miles an hour, and sticking your head out your window. The breeze coming from that is 50 miles an hour. If you're going 60 miles an hour, that's what you're going to be experiencing. So it's not a joke when you have winds that are continuously or what sustained blowing for for
Mm-hmm.
that period of time. So um some people say, oh, it's just a tropical storm. Remember, Cayman don't really get a whole lot of these type of systems impacting the way this system is. And so we sometimes forget that yes, a tropical storm is certainly something that can do some significant damage, and it is something that we need to make sure we're prepared and staying safe from. And of course, if it was a hurricane or a Cat 3 hurricane, a major hurricane, that's when you're getting into a whole lot more. Thankfully, this system is not going to be like that for the Cayman Islands at all. So hopefully, everyone is again also taking the warnings. We won't hear exactly what's going on the ground fully until next few hours from now.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, everyone are really staying indoors and not going out there and trying to be one of those hurricane riders that's, oh my goodness, I'm getting the best video, I'm going to go viral. No, this is not what you want to be doing. So stay indoors and
Exactly.
stay safe.
Yeah, just stay indoors, folks. Patricia's asking if power's out island wide. If it isn't, it's pretty close to it. Hunter Andrea says that she still has power in some part of Georgetown. I don't know exactly where she's in Georgetown, but I feel like probably most of the island, you know, has. Thank you, Rita, and everybody else for the birthday readings. Georgetown is out now, says Durant. I don't know if it's Gianni. I don't know if it's all of. There might be still some pockets of areas. In fact, we can check CUC's map and see kind of what it's looking like. So, a lot of people expressing that they are afraid, and that's okay. It's okay to be afraid. I see Miss Bonnie praying there, saying that she refuses to be afraid, that she's going to um, rely on, her faith, whatever it takes to get you through this. Trust me. Um, George, internet light, everything, says Andrea. Wow. So, yeah, Kaibo, it's definitely out here. Good morning. Yeah, everybody, please stay inside. That's good advice. I think that's from Rita, because it's still fairly dark out, and you don't know what is flying around out there. And so, essentially, that means is anything can be a flying, projectile. So Eastern Avenue still have light. Apparently, Walker's Road is out. Bonnie says she's going to go back to sleep. Thank you, Charm, so much. Her power just went out. So yeah, I think that we can expect power outages for most of it. So Fredrine, thank you so much for the birthday greetings. Yes, Debbie says God is in control. Be safe. Crew Road is gone. Thank you, Sandra. It's quite an eventful birthday today, I must say. Miss Patty is here with us. Jamelia says, same here, internet acting up a bit. So we just switched the data. Um, so this storm is pretty close. I mean, I would consider this a direct hit. So someone who has a weather station, has said that they recorded a gust about 6:02. Well, at 6:02, they said about 5 minutes ago it went up to 82 per hour.
Yeah, and that's certainly not unusual. Again, they did use the correct term, gust. It's not sustained. Sustained is,
Yeah.
when it's continuously blowing for that long period of time. But a gust, you're blowing at what, 30 miles an hour, and all of a sudden you got one of this wind that just comes right through and blows for maybe 30 seconds or so, and then it stops and dies down. That's, it could cause damage when it's blowing really for that little short period of time. But at least if it's not continuously coming on in, it's not going to necessarily impact as much. But either way, that little thing could break if you have large trees. How our breadfruit trees back home are very brittle when they get wet and stuff, and aca trees and other large trees that will be breaking the limbs, and if either cars or other things below that, or if you happen to be underneath that, that would not be very good. So
Hmm.
one of the things that people need to always think about in preparation for, if we have another big storm coming our way, especially a big storm, if you have a
Yeah.
lot of trees that are towering over your house, you want to think about getting those cut back, because when those limbs
Yeah.
start to break, your roof will also break, and you don't want to have that headache either. So
I'm hearing that
keep
from
that in
here.
mind, because yes, this one, in my opinion, this one, it was good to have this one because it also keeps the emergency personnel kind of, they're getting that live action on making sure that they keep their skills up to date for when we do have the next big one, because we will definitely have another big one sometime in the future. We all, or many of us, remember Hurricane
Hmm.
Ivan, and some of the others that really, I also remember Hurricane Mitch, and remember that was kind of a good distance away from us, but still had a significant impact for us. So um, we're going to have big ones from time to time, and making sure that we stay on our toes, make sure that we are ready for those type of systems,
Hmm.
is certainly
I
something we have
wonder,
to do.
sorry, Kev, I wonder,
Mhm.
can you bring up the outage map for me? I
Which one?
have it on my phone, but
Which
it's a
one?
little
The
bit more challenging for me to control certain things on this. Um,
Sure. Which map you action for though?
this is the outage map. I've just sent it on WhatsApp.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, I wonder if you could bring that out for us so we can have a look at that. So, yeah, to be without power. Hi, Miss Jean. Thank you so much. Um, outside, not normal. So, Sherry Ann. Yeah, that's for sure. Um, okay, here we go. Mm-hmm. Right, folks, so this is what we're looking at in terms of blowing prayers
Outages.
for my roof, my house top. Yeah, trust me, we're all feeling that one. So this is basically what we're looking at here, folks, in terms of the CUC outage map. Does it say there are out of power on the
Yeah, it says
sidebar?
121 total outages, customers affected 29,736, and customers now out, same number, 29,000, just under 30,000.
Let me see if I can
Um,
increase that to full screen. So total outages 121. Customers impacted. What does that say? Customers affected. What's that number, Kevin?
there's the same number, 29,736.
Okay, so almost
So just under
30,000.
30,000.
Yeah, which in my mind is a good portion of the island.
And you got to
Um,
remember, out here, there's nothing out here. It's all
yeah,
swamp, wetlands.
total number of customers that CUC has, but I would think that that's a significant number. So I just read some of the WhatsApp messages I'm receiving, and again, please keep in mind that in terms of these messages,
So
we
according to their annual report, it says CUC is committed to providing safe and reliable supply of electricity to over 30,000 customers. So if we're at
most of the people
29,000
are out.
that are out, that's 98% of everyone that's out.
Yes. Yeah. So, folks, if you still have power, consider yourself extremely fortunate. So, I'm just going to share some WhatsApp messages. Of course, we're doing like a lot of videos and stuff. And again, none of this at this stage would be confirmed, but most of it is just what people are observing. So, tropical gardens, the political political sign is now blocking the road. Of course, this is the thing with these notice boards. They are made of plywood. They probably are not designed to sustain much wind. So that is not blocking the road. And this is again why you want to be careful. Steve says these types of winds are the norm in the UK during the wintertime. For emergency calls, 949 6555. I don't know if that means that 911 isn't working, but 949 6555. There's a trailer blocking the road on Marina Drive by Mr. Rankin's house. The CNB roundabout, there's a huge tree blocking that close to the police station. Close to the police station. The CNB roundabout.
And that makes me think of something too, Sandra. You know, I know people are going to be so keen on getting back out and exploring, taking pictures and stuff right after. Don't do that, because those things that are blocking the road, they're going to need some heavy equipment, and the folks from Public Works and other agencies are going to be, an NRA, they're going to be out there trying to get those things cleared so everything could get back to normal by the end of the day. In order for them to have success in that mission, in that task, in order to make your life get back to normal, you need to stay away and off the road, because you're going to be impeding them. You're going to be in their way when they're trying to get the work carried out, and you're going to have a lot more traffic and such. So just hang tight. If you don't want to have to go through all that, I'm sure pictures will start to surface. You don't need to head on out and be out there trying to just explore around, because that's just going to hamper the efforts to restore normalcy. So just want to
Yeah.
put that out there as well.
Absolutely. And Sarah says, remember when there was no social media during Ivan? In fact, Sarah was saying that earlier in the previous podcast when the premiere was on, that I think the advantage this time, and I see it as a definite advantage. Listen, there's like 300 of us at one point. It spiked over 300 of us sitting here chatting. And I think it gave a lot of people some degree of comfort. What we did have last time was WhatsApp. So I remember people messaging on WhatsApp, and I guess BBM Messenger or whatever back in the day. So we had some communication, but yeah, we didn't have this, where we could, well, if we had it, nobody was using it. So I should put it that way, where we could engage at this level, where we could see each other. From Lakeland, Florida. We can pretty much bring in anyone from anywhere in the world right now. Even if you guys wanted to jump in and share your experiences with us, you can. I'm going to see if I can. I'm actually on my iPad, so give me a second here, because I have some limitations on the iPad version of so you're most welcome, Leslie. Let me just see if I can pull in a video that I've just received. There's probably no reason for you guys to go out there in this, but I'm going to show you what we're seeing this morning. So hold on. This is just compressing the video. I'm just going to pull that map out. So let's see. Okay, so this is what someone has just sent me. Let me make sure this is the right one. Hold on 1 second. That was from Jamaica earlier. Let me just see here. Did I actually pull it in? Compressing video. I wonder if this video is too big. It shouldn't be. Yeah, file must be one of the following file types. Oh, it's not an MP4. That's a little bit tricky because it was sent on the phone. So I'm guessing it's whatever format. Yeah, I'm guessing it's whatever format the phone has. So, okay, so we can't do that. Let me just see if we can do a few photos then. It's starting to, daylight is starting to creep in so people can see a little bit better. But again, folks, stay out of the way. So I'm going to send you some footage. This looks like the CNB roundabout. I'm just going to airdrop this. Oh, God, thank God for modern technology, y'all. Let me just pick up another photo here. So yeah, just a little issue with the video not being a format that we can use, but I'll see what I can do about that. Can you hand me that laptop over there? I might see if I can get onto my laptop. Okay, so let's just have a look at a few pictures here to see what's going on. So this is, I believe these photos are what we were talking about just now by the CNB roundabout. So Kev, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can bring this in. So that's a tree. It looks like a pretty decent sized tree, but sometimes it's hard to tell exactly that it's down there. And again, this is the dangers of, don't rush to be getting out there in this, because there will be trees that are down. And, I'm trying to see if I can share some of the video that we're getting as well. But Kevin, I'm going to send you the video. I'm going to have you upload it if possible.
Okay.
Okay, so I've received a couple video clips. So I'm just going to do a compilation of those real quick, and then I'll ask Kevin to do the honors of putting those together for us. So yes, lots of wind for sure. That last video is 1 minute and 43 seconds. So I'm just going to send this to Kevin. So thank you so much. Mr. Errol is here, says yes, stay home and be safe. And thank you. Andrea is here. Renita says checking in from Atlanta. There's another Rita, sorry. Rita Abanks says hope that everyone's safe. Sarah says it's calm now, the eye of the storm possibly. Power out in 7 Mile Beach. So it looks like, in terms of the power outage, folks, that most of all these buzzing sounds around here. It looks like most of the island is definitely without power. So almost 30,000 customers, and that's about 98% of CUC's customer base, according to the figures there that Kevin has. Gadiel, good morning, thank you. Shannon, thanks for tuning in. So Tara, we did read earlier her location from the National Weather Service. So Billy, Iconic Kid, says watching from, I have no clue where that is, Billy. But Kevin, let me see if I can send this to you. Let's see if I think it'll send most of it. WhatsApp does have a video limit, folks.
Yeah, for when people are taking video and little clips and stuff, it's always best to kind of keep it no more than 15 to 30 seconds. 30 seconds is kind of pushing it sometimes. So keep it short and simple.
Exactly. Yes, power out in Palmdale. So Charmaine is here. Hi, Charmaine. How are you?
I know my
so
mom.
This is one of the other reasons why, obviously. Sorry.
I said what my mom sent me this morning was some CCTV footage from a home, and if folks have that or their rings or things, they could capture little videos from that as well too, instead of going out.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of us have these cameras. So getting some footage. So definitely we're going to have trees down and so forth. Let me just see. Thank you, Miss Carol from Cayman Brack, wishing happy birthday. So did you get that by any chance there?
Not yet. It hasn't come yet. You sent
It's
it by
still
WhatsApp,
rendering.
huh?
Okay.
Okay. There it is. I think it just popped in.
So the wind, I hear it out there again. So someone just said that was going to message you. Some bosses are really crazy. My fiance works for a construction company, and he got a message saying that he needs to come to work for 7 o'clock. Yeah, these people are ridiculous. That's just absolutely ridiculous. So just to recap, folks, in terms of what we do know so far, the 4 a.m. update. Essentially, Tropical Storm Grace was located about 40 miles southeast of Grand Cayman. with maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. Of course, it's gusting more than that. Tropical storm Grace is moving towards the west at 16 miles per hour. And the latest forecast has Grace becoming a hurricane further west of Grand Cayman than previously predicted. And therefore, the threat of hurricane force winds affecting Cayman has decreased, but that doesn't mean we're not getting any, because one person has a weather tracking system, and they did record earlier gusts of 85 miles per hour. So estimated rainfall today is going to be anywhere from 3 to 6 inches, a maximum of 9 inches. And then Thursday, tomorrow, it will continue another 3 to 6 inches. So wind for this morning, 45 to 50 knots, gusting up to 60 plus knots. Into the afternoon from about 25 to 30 knots. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman will experience in the morning hours 25 to 35 knots. And then in the afternoon for them, 15 to 20 knots. So that's essentially where we're at. Estimated wave heights, 10 to 12 feet, especially along the east and south coast, and then 5 to 7 feet on Thursday. Storm surge could raise water levels as high as 1 to 3 feet above normal tide levels in portions of the Cayman Islands. A marine warning remains in effect for the Cayman Islands, and all marine craft should seek and remain in safe harbor. So yes, Ms. Pat, power is definitely out, most of the island. Looks like there might be a small patch, I don't know where that is. So I've just given you guys the latest report there, so hopefully that's useful. And that was as a 4 a.m. There will not be another official update until 10 a.m. So Francis, good morning. Carlene, Mr. Victor, thank you so much. It says the Radio Cayman is off air at the moment, and good job. You're welcome. No power on Carlton Road. I'm a bit surprised, Kevin. I mean, you were in media before, that a lot of the media houses still have not invested in a little bit, especially government. I mean, this is the government media house, right? That they have not invested in some technology that allows them to, I'm going to send another video here, Kev.
Yeah, the one that you sent me, I think it's too big. It didn't come down, but I also did add inside here for you to pull from some video that my mom sent from our CCTV at our place.
Okay, so your video is still...
Yeah, the one you sent me, it seems a bit too large still. It's still not coming down. When I tried to download it, it came as a file type that wasn't acceptable.
Let me see if I can get on my laptop as well. Because right now I'm just on the iPad. I'm trying to conserve energy, obviously, not knowing how long we're going to be out of power for. But I can do more in the laptop than I can, obviously, with the iPad. Yes, lots of trees down so far based on what we've seen. So thank you, Gadiel. That's the one that we were reading. So just to be clear, when they say the 5 a.m. update, that's 5 a.m. in America.
Or 5 a.m. on the east coast of America, Florida time.
Exactly, right. So let me just see if I can get into my live stream here from the laptop.
The second one you sent me also is, for some reason, I don't know if it's because it was forwarded or if it's because it's coming in as an HTML file and it won't allow me to download to upload.
Oh, that's weird. No power in Sound Road. Charm says, thanks, Kevin, for joining us. No power in Georgetown. Okay, let me see if I can jump in here, Kev, on the laptop, because then I'll have a little bit more control over what's going on. Okay. So there we go. No feedback, right, Kevin? You can hear me okay?
Nope, no feedback.
Okay. So let's have a look at this video that Kevin's mom caught from her camera. We've got an old almond tree down. Someone said Grace is not too graceful. So I'm going to share some of these with you guys here in a second. And now I can actually pull the video up and share that as well. Turn that alarm off.
Wake up.
It sounds like it's in the baby's room. And check the Fitbit as well. It's probably buzzing. This is normally the time of day when all of our alarms are going off saying, get up, get up.
Funny, I got one to tell me to get up, one to tell me I need to start making my food, and one that says I need to get out the door. Other than that, I'll
Yeah.
lose track of time.
I know, trust me.
I'm going to be leaving here shortly. I got a busy day at work today as well, too. We got a local government, a board of county commissioners meeting, as well as a school board meeting. They're both emergency meetings to address our
Have
COVID
you guys
situation.
started school yet?
We have,
there in the
and
state?
so far, the school district that I work for have a lot of kids, and so far, in the first week of school, we got 8,400 of them that tested positive for COVID. So it's been busy, and it's been very controversial whether to require masks or not require masks. So it's been interesting. That's the way I guess I could describe it.
Mhm. Wow. All right, so let me just show you guys some of the footage that we've got here that's coming in. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Sorry, Kev. I think I just accidentally kicked you out. Leslie, Kevin is in Lakeland, Florida. Sorry, Kev. That was totally my fault. Jump back on. There we go. I was trying to move the other video and it kicked you out as well. All right, so let's just see. We've got a couple of video clips here that we can see what's coming in early this morning. I've gotten some that are from Lakeside, which is on the Hartwell. So let me just see if we can pull those up. So lots of pictures are starting to come in. My apologies, that's the wrong video for sure. Video file. Okay, let me just make sure that I've got this sorted by date. Yes, that would help. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm pulling in old videos because it was sorted by name. Okay, so here's one that we received a little bit ago. It's not really the mouse app, yes, first my major win, latest progress, and no doubt. Good morning, Dean. Good morning, Barbara. Carol says water off bank. Not checked water, but I think they will be some. And Jean says it'll calm down a little. So most of us have power and definitely lots of major wind as well. Major as in says can't hear the video. Okay.
Leslie, I live in Lakeland, Florida.
Yes. Daylight videos and stuff as well. Somebody says the storm should be named Sandy. Well, we had a Sandy already, in case y'all don't remember. It was many years ago. I feel like Sandy might have even been before Ivan. So we had a Sandy a while back. Ooh, honey child, where is this? Oh wow. Okay, so give me a second here. Ooh, trying to get the first little pictures here of what's shaking and baking. Now that daylight is starting to creep out there. We're getting some pictures from the Wilkie Wide area. Make sure one second. So for the benefit of our viewers on Instagram, sometimes they don't necessarily know that we're live. I'm just gonna post a little message letting you know that we are indeed live. Just pull the YouTube link that up as well. Alright folks, we're starting to get some information, again, these are citizens reports, so do keep that in mind, folks. They're not official, reports from a government source. They definitely did put it in Point Harbor, looking at true guys here. Let me just see one thing here that we've got. I'm going to pull this up.
So Sandra, when are you going to invest in a little standby generator?
Oh my gosh. It's times like this that you certainly think about it. And you say to yourself, so I don't know if Facebook is having any issues, but it says something isn't working. This could be a technical issue. I'm trying to post something on Facebook, but that's not working. Let me go to my other. There's always more than one way of posting to your social media accounts. I thank goodness I have another option here. Because I don't know what's going on Facebook, but it says there's having technical issues. Yeah, Kevin, that's that just moved up to the top of the list in terms of a real
Priorities, yeah.
consideration. Yeah.
That's one of the things I love that my parents did when I was younger.
We have, when you're looking at like the solar panel backups and stuff, they are just so expensive. But I think that you can still use a non-solar generator.
Yeah, well, that's what we had, because before my parents installed the solar technology at our home, they already had their standby generator, and so when they got that solar, they don't need to buy the batteries, the solar batteries or whatever that is. They just could tie it into the generators as well. So.
So let me just. So I've got more pictures coming in and more videos. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, you may not need it often, but when you do need it, it's a real lifesaver, to be honest. Okay, let's see if I can.
Yeah, the next update from at least the National Hurricane Center in Miami that will update my graphics will be coming in about 20 or so minutes. I'll be in transit. I'll be heading into my office by then.
Yes. Here's one from, let me just get a fix on this location. This is Governor's Harbor area. This is what we're looking at there.
That's gonna go.
Yeah, so that's Governor's Harbor. Outlet says there's always a hurricane on my birthday. There was, I'm trying to remember, I wouldn't say always, but definitely there was something before.
One of the things I'm going to be interested in this storm and Grace is as it moves away from Cayman, it's still predicted again to increase to a Cat 1 hurricane. And that means those, especially those that have homes or live right along the beach line in West Bay, that area, that whole stretch, do need to pay attention to some of that storm surge. Storm surge won't be significant, but when I say it shouldn't be significant, it's not one that causes everybody to go, oh my goodness, you need to evacuate. But it is concerning, significant, because no one, you can't stop that sea when it's surging, and it depends if it's high tide or low tide when all that timing is. Those are some things that would be good information to come out from.
All right, so here's some more footage, again, coming out of a neighborhood here, and I don't know exactly where he lives. Okay, folks, so there's that footage. We've got some still photos that are coming in from the Wilty Drive area. So that's Wilty Drive. Definitely some trees have been uprooted.
On top of a car, too.
Again,
yeah.
Folks, if you are an employer, I think you need to be mindful, this is Wilty Drive again, that your staff might be waking up this morning to having to deal with this sort of situation a little bit later on in the day. Once the all clear is given, I'm getting a number of photos that demonstrate the trees have definitely come down. So come on now, like, don't expect people to show up to work at 7 o'clock. That's just ridiculous, I think. I don't know what companies are even suggesting such a thing, to be quite frank. But yes, we are. Oh, let me show you guys the Lakeside one as well. Somebody in Lakeside got some footage from, looks like up in maybe the second floor, higher up balcony. So we'll see some of that footage here now. So there's Lakeside.
I see somebody just drive out,
All right, so that previous video was actually from Prospect area, and this one is Lakeside, off of the Hartwell Theater. You heard him in that video say that somebody just drove out. Folks, don't. That's the best advice that I can give you. Are we still seriously having alarms going off around here?
They're hitting the snooze button.
I know, turn it off. So some people are saying that people who live in the tropical gardens area are seeing higher levels of water along the water and canals. Same for Snug Harbor canals. And I think that's pretty much to be expected.
That's yeah. And when you live on
Yeah.
those coastal areas, that is certainly expected. And when it's high tide, especially, that's when you got to pay even more attention. And I know on the weather.gov.ky website, you're able to navigate your way over to see what times the high tides are, and those are the times you really need to pay a lot more attention. Um, Anyone that lives on the coast really needs to have a good idea of that, because when you have these type of systems, the tide will rise a little higher when you have storm surge, and so you
Mhm.
don't want to get caught off guard, because when it starts to happen, it's too late to try to evacuate, other than trying to go up away from the water that's rushing in. So again, at least this is not one of those type of hurricanes that you really have to be extremely fearful of that sort of thing from happening, but it's certainly something, a lesson learned. Hey, this is what a little tropical storm did. Imagine if this was
Mhm.
a catastrophic type of event.
Exactly.
Probably not a place you want to be in if you have a catastrophic storm, and that would be
Yeah.
someone that should probably evacuate their home and seek shelter somewhere else.
Exactly, for sure. This is a warning. Shalika says there are people driving out on the road. Yeah, I don't know what those people are doing. I would not recommend it. In fact, it should be mandatory at this point to stay off of the roads unless you have some official emergency business. Good morning, Miss Marva. Thank you so much. Miss Ethel is joining us as well.
Sandra,
Shalika
I'm
is
going to
here.
leave you now. I'm going to head
Okay.
in my office, but I'll check in again in a bit.
All right.
Stay safe,
Sounds good.
everyone. Nice to see you all.
Thanks, Kev. All right. So Kevin out. Thank you so much, Kevin. Appreciate it. Um, Good morning, Mr. Hero Blair says, "Yep, it's my birthday. Riding out the storm, made a rough night in Jamaica." Um, are you in Jamaica right now? Okay. 2013. What was 2013? Woodrow Walton says, "Thank you for keeping us informed." Praying from Tampa. Thank you very much. Good morning, Miss Shirley. Good morning to Wanda. We've got Glennie joining us as well. Thank you. And Leslie says, "Can't stop that water." That you better believe. Trust me, the water is no joke. You can't stop the wind either. So, folks, we encourage you to stay inside. We've got, let me see what this is. Where's Nancy Street? Where's Nancy? We've got some images here from Nancy Street. I feel like is that Prospect? Let me just see here. We've got some images. I don't think, oh, that's Newlands. Oh, snap. What? Nancy Street looks like a lake, and I don't think it's supposed to. I mean, ugh. Let me just pull up some footage here and show you guys what's going on at Nancy Street. Pedro, good morning. Melise, good morning. So let's have a look at this, folks. This looks next level crazy. This is Nancy Street. I thought this was like a canal, but check this out. Hold on one second. Okay, look at this. That's Nancy Street in Newlands. Whoa. That's a little crazy, but yeah, I am. Let me see what else we got here. Good morning to Tara. Thank you so much. You're most welcome. So, Margarita says, "Good morning, everyone. Stay safe. Just in case, please prepare all your important things in one container or whatsoever that can be saved, especially medicine, documents, money, and gadgets." Yes. Hopefully, you guys would have done that beforehand. And then we've got some more video coming out of the Prospect area. which I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. So daylight is starting to break. I can kind of see outside. I haven't really looked too closely yet, but the wind is still kicking here in Lower Valley for sure. Oh my gosh, you guys hear that? Wow. Yes, Joe. The storm not playing. Hi, Vanessa. Morning. Sarah says, yep, picking back up. I hear it. Child, I'm just gonna be happy if the roof stays on and we don't have to worry about that.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you guys this footage.
Calm.
Prospect. So here we go.
Gotcha. Angle tree down by. Gotcha. Trees from the neighbor coming home my yard, yeah.
All right, folks. Definitely stay inside, because the thing with this storm is you might have moments when you think that it's receding in terms of the wind, and then it picks back up and something falls, or whatever. Hey, Mr. Blair, Blair Webb Ebanks says it's also my birthday too, and I'm off island praying for Cayman and the people to stay safe. Well, happy birthday to you as well. Yes, August 18th. Rebecca, thank you for the birthday greetings from Manila in the Philippines, wishing us to be safe. John says everyone at Walker's Road area, winds was really heavy for a while. Now a lull for now, yes. So don't be fooled by the lulls, because they come and go, obviously. Lorna says, praying, please turn on your yard. Yeah, stay inside safe. Absolutely. Thank you so much. She says, great job, Sandy. You're a stalwart. People keep off the roadway. It's only one CMR. Don't try to go out there and see what's happening. Turn social media fanatics and lose your life or get stuck. That's right. And listen, to Miss Lorna's point is, I'm actually staying inside, y'all. I am not going anywhere. So please heed that warning. Yes, happy birthday. Oh, Mrs. Blair. Sorry. Guyleen. Yes, happy birthday greetings. Eunice is here. Okay, let's see. Looks like we've got another photo. So, ooh-wee. Y'all hear that? Jeez on peace. Wow. Child, that roof sounded like it's crackety cracking. I'm gonna actually just have a little peep outside. Like, I'm not going outside, I'm just gonna look out the window. Let me see if I can switch my camera around. How do I rotate my camera on this? Oh, I think I need to go this way. And then change it to back camera. Oh yeah, pieces of the fence are gone. Oh my God. What the hell? Whoa. More of that fence might go. Oh my gosh. Yep. Well, we definitely got some repairs on the fence, folks. Oh my gosh. Wow. You can imagine this is not even a Category 1 storm. Oh my God, that just shows you the stuff that would go if it was. Oh my God, I feel like the whole fence is gonna go. Because when part of it is like breached, it weakens the rest of it. No, sir. Mm-mm. The place set is like dangling. Thank God that's a good hefty place set, and I must say that they had to anchor it into the ground. But this is where I'm set up right now. Wow. Oh my goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Well, if we only lose part of the fence, I'm happy. Because, boy, that's whipping out there. Thank you. Now I'm like, can the storm please go away? Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I think we are getting gusts that are pretty closer. Korean says, thank you for keeping us up to date. My mother, her husband is living in East End, and I'm really worried about them. Korean, where are you, by the way? Yes, the power's off. Most of the island. Let me just. Mm-mm. Mm. Banana trees blown down. Yep, that's to be expected for sure. Lots of trees will be down as a result of this, without a doubt. Um, so you're in West Bay. Okay. Yes. Well, let me just check the power outages for CUC and kind of see. Oh, sorry, Karina's in Jamaica. Okay. Let me just see what's going on here. Um, so we have CUC outage map. It's close to 30,000 people, definitely without power. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Why am I still seeing a wheelbarrow outside? Whose wheelbarrow is that? Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, so, let me just see if I can. Of course, lots of people overseas are wanting to know what's going on and stuff as well. So, updating people there also who may not be able to watch the live stream. Mm-mm. Okay. All right. Miss Shirley Rolston says, good morning. That was a rough little ride. It's not over yet. Still out there blowing. Corrine says, please be safe. Don't go outside until the all clear is given. Yes. Daisy, James, what of Georgetown? So I think it's going to be the same pretty much all over. Power is out. Again, let me just stress the power outages appear to be pretty much island wide, affecting almost 30,000 people, and just about everybody, estimated 98% of CUCs. So we've just shown some pictures, Anne. In case you missed that, we can show a few more again of the beach. Oh no, oh child, no, y'all better not go nowhere near the beach. So total outages is 95. Affected customers is over 27,000 people. Um, and so, you know, that's to be expected, folks, is what I would say. So definitely, in the words of in COVID times, turn on your yard. Sorry. And just stay safe in terms of that. So no beachfront job. I think most people, if they had sense, would probably have gotten away from the beach. So Asher Lee, thank you so much. Lots of downed trees, but no damage to house or car. Thank God so far. Yep, fruit trees. A lot of us will lose fruit trees. Does Georgetown still have power? I doubt it. Like I said, there's pretty much, I would say, an island-wide power outage. That's probably about 98% of the customers. So most areas of Georgetown, I believe, are without power, is what I would say. Okay. Anthony feels like it's getting worse in Bottomtown. Yeah, it's not over. And I think this is where everyone needs to be careful. And that, you know, you get a little bit of a calm and you think, oh yeah, that wasn't too bad and it's over. And it probably isn't. Fedora says Georgetown still has power. I think it depends on where in Georgetown you are. Because I think Windsor Park is now gone. Yes, Lorna, it is my birthday. It could be worse. I'm sure of that. Yeah, I think it depends on exactly where in Georgetown you are. So some people still have power. Thank you guys so much for the birthday greetings. Absolutely. Hi, Dino. Thank you. Yeah, it could definitely be worse. So most of Cayman is now without power. All right, so I think that we'll maybe start to take a little break. Savannah's getting it real hard. Thank you, Evangelist Olafimi. Thank you, Miss Sue. Yes, like I said, I'm okay. We're all okay. So I wanted to share something with you guys that is a little bit humorous, and it just shows you that you know, in times like this, it's good to still have a sense of humor about things in life because it could always be so much worse. But here's what someone shared with us that is a little bit funny. Thank you, Miss Penny. So I've got word from someone that the barometer is falling, went down. So have a look at this. This is good humor, which we all need right now. So what's this little character called? I forget what her name is. But she says, me looking outside and seeing Grace is not being very graceful. So that's pretty funny. That is hilarious. So in all things, folks, we are, you know, being thankful. Okay. All right, folks, let's take a break. You know, we're going to definitely, someone is saying that they believe that the eye is over us based on the barometer dropping. So, you know, we're going to just keep an eye on that situation there. because the winds went down to like 2 miles per hour for a second, but they're right back up. Neighbors' shingles are lifting up. Another report says another neighbor's tree just snapped. Blessings, birthday blessings to you. Grace is an uninvited guest at the party and won't leave. So Cayman Brack, we'll see if we can arrange a little check-in with them a little bit later on. Thank you, Mr. Jamie. So all right, so we have an 8 a.m. advisory that has just come in. Let me just read this before we take a bit of a break. So we're looking at current position of Grace. My apologies. Hurricane watch remains in effect, obviously, for the Cayman Islands and Yucatan Peninsula, north of Cancun to the Campeche. Tropical storm watch is in effect for us as well, the Cayman Islands. Now it's Cuba, southern coast of Cuba, province of Pinal del Rio, as well as the island of Yuc, Isla de la Juventud. Hurricane warning, meaning that hurricane conditions are expected within the warning area, and a warning typically issued 36 hours before the anticipated first occurrence. So that's coming. So at 8 a.m., which would be 7 o'clock for us, so just now, the center of Tropical Storm Grace was located by an Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft near 18.8 north, 80 longitude, and 80.9 west. Grace is moving toward the west-northwest near 16 miles per hour. A general westward to west-northwestward motion is expected for the next couple of days, so that hasn't changed. On the forecast track, the center of Grace will continue to move near or over the Cayman Islands later this morning. Grace is expected to make landfall in the Yucatan Peninsula early on Thursday and move into the southwest coast of Mexico. So sustained winds near 65 miles per hour with higher gusts, and it's forecasted to strengthen later on today into hurricane. So again, we're so thankful that that's not the current position. And some strengthening possible prior to the center reaching the eastern Yucatan Peninsula. The tropical force winds are extending out 115 miles from the center. Wind gusts to hurricane force has been reported on Grand Cayman. That's us. So we are getting some hurricane force winds. Minimal central pressure estimated from Air Force Hurricane Hunter observations is 993 millibars. Key messages for Grace. Yes, okay. So the wind, it says tropical wind conditions are expected and hurricane conditions are possible over the Cayman Islands through this morning. Folks, that's why you want to stay inside. Tropical storm conditions are possible along the southern coast of Cuba. Rainfall, again, we're expecting Cayman to get substantial rainfall. Anywhere now they're saying 4 to 8 inches of rain with isolated maximum totals of 12 inches. But I think that includes Yucatan. So Jamaica's had quite a bit of rain. Cayman's storm surge. So they're saying a storm surge could rise water levels as high as 1 to 3 feet above normal tide portions in the Cayman Islands. And that dangerous storm surge will rise water levels by as much as 3 to 5 feet above normal tide levels along the immediate coast along the immediate coast. So again, surf swells generated by Grace will spread westward from Jamaica to the Cayman Islands, the southern coast of Cuba, and the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. So surf swells, again, folks, means that you want to stay out of the area. So we'll get another complete advisory at 11 a.m. EDT, which should be our time. So good morning to Keisha, checking in. Keisha saying this is no tropical storm. This is something else. Miss Bonnie, are you trying to join the show? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes,
Morning.
Sandra, right here.
How's it going there in East End?
Oh, it's very windy, very windy. It's not raining too much, but a lot of wind.
Mm-hmm.
The trees are
Yeah.
swaying. I opened the front door because the trees are swaying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And these is all over the place. The place is a mess.
Yes. Well, I think at this point, everybody just needs to stay inside and stay safe. So, everybody's getting hit hard this morning, so
How is it on
not
your
just
end?
Savannah and Newlands, but I dare say. Sorry. Thank you, Roberto. Denise, good morning to you. Helen, good morning. South Sound, I'm just checking in with folks in South Sound. So, yes, we continue to monitor this storm. Someone said that they think that this is the outer bands. Someone just sent some additional video footage. Let's just see what we can pull in here before we take a little bit of a break. We do want to take a break here shortly. Show you guys as daylight is now upon us. You know, we can see things a little bit better in terms of what is going on. So let me just show you guys some of the footage that we've just received here.
You can't even see Adrian no more. It's gone. It's
Okay, so that's one video. Let me just see if the other one is, I think it's from the same area. So, let's see what this one says here.
yeah.
I can see it moving. The green create the craters, no? The winds pick out, no? John, we were in the eye before. Now this for shit serious.
All right, folks. So I think loss of shingles is definitely a common occurrence. Some of you are now reporting that mango trees having fallen. Lots of fruit trees and other types of trees will definitely go down. So hearing that someone lost a roof in Prospect.
You can't even see Adrian no more. It's gone. It's
Okay, so at least one person has potentially lost a roof in Prospect. Pretty crazy, to be honest. All right, so we're gonna check in with the DMS stations. They've been on since 5, just like us. But I need to run to the bathroom. I need a bathroom break. Give me 1 second here, folks. So let me just see if I can play a quick little video while I run and do a quick bathroom break. Let's see what we've got lined up in the queue here. Oh, let's play our national song while I do that real quick. I'll give you a few minutes. Maybe. Maybe.
oh, land of soft, fresh breezes,
All right, folks, we are back here. Let me just connect with Nick. Of course. What is wrong with y'all? Oh my God. What is wrong with these people? There's more than one jackass of the day. Folks, stay inside and stay away from the water. Um, One thing I like, I've got a backup charger here. I'm going to charge her shortly. I'm just wait ready. Stream. Sweet. Did you sleep good? Monday's just doing a little live stream to keep everybody updated. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I think it's locked in. So my little one, it says, "Mom, you're the best," and it's got ice cream cone, wishing a double scoop birthday for Bills on the top behind the mom. We love you. Aww, thank you. It's so beautiful. Yeah. which I always need. Relax a bit, okay? Birthday bugs. Oh, remember. Oh, I have it on here. Let me get wait. Good morning, Carol. So
And now we're kind of getting the backside of that, and sustained winds at 65 miles per hour and wind gusts. The National Hurricane Center said we're getting wind gusts up to Cat 1 strength, which would be about 74, 75 miles per hour. So a lot of that is what's bringing down trees and branches and power lines. We've got reports of power lines down in a lot of areas. So obviously you don't want to be on the roadways. And that is the reason why CUC turns off power.
Exactly.
Power outage island-wide. You will see some power on in some areas because people are on generators like us here at the radio station. But for everybody else, the power is off because of they expect power lines to be down and they don't want those wires to be live. So
yeah. No, I mean, I remember I was sitting in bed with the kids right when the power went off, and it was like, okay, here they are. They turned it off. It's go time.
Yeah.
Then it just kicked off.
It is Blake and Aaron right now on KISS FM, and we're across all 4 of our radio stations here at DMS Broadcasting, bringing you the very latest. We're also on live right now with CMR. Good morning to everybody watching on CMR. Sandy, you're live with us right now. If you're there on your mic,
Yes.
jump in there. How are you doing where you are?
Hey, morning. We're good. How's it going?
Very rainy on the studio window. I can hear the roof. You can feel the pressure, if that makes sense, in the movement of the roof, although so far staying strong. How about your house? Where are you getting where you are?
So we are in the Lower Valley area, so very much of the same. We were showing some footage earlier today. We've been going, I think, since about 5 o'clock this morning in the live stream, but we're starting to get some footage of what's happening around the island. So lots of downed trees, which is to be expected. Obviously some flooding and, people losing shingles off the roof. We've only heard so far of one roof in Prospect where they may have lost the entire roof.
That's terrible.
So yeah,
Terrible to hear.
so that's not particularly good news. And we're just trying to be here for people. I think just having a little bit of a familiar voice at a time like this is useful to
Sure.
a lot of people. And listen, government is saying that with daylight hours breaking, there's sightings of vehicles on the road, and the National Emergency Committee is telling people that we're still experiencing dangerous tropical storm force winds and pleading for the public to stay off of the roads because all they're going to do is create a situation where they may potentially be injured and need to be rescued, and then that puts the lives of other people at risk. So folks,
Obviously,
you do
there-
not need to go out there.
Yeah, obviously there are some essential personnel that need to be on the roadways, and you're probably seeing some of those
Yes.
cars. I know my mother-in-law is a midwife and had to go in this morning to work in a maternity ward. Obviously, I came into work this morning to be on the radio. So there are some essential personnel, but if you are not, please stay off the roadways right now.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just looking at. Is today your birthday?
Yes, it is.
Hey, happy birthday!
I can't hear.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I got some
There you go.
footage
Sorry,
from
Aaron.
Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if I can pull this up. Marlon,
Happy birthday, Sandy.
where's my IT help here?
Oh, Aaron says happy birthday to you. She's on.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
So not a great day for your birthday, Sandy. But you are doing what you do best and being on with us as well, getting the message out. We're talking to Sandy Hill, obviously from CMR, who's typically on with Aaron and I each morning on KISS FM around 7:20, and doing the live show as well. So we are across all 4 of our DMS broadcasting stations. Hot 104.1 FM, 96.5 KROC, X 107.1, and of course 106.1 KISS FM, and live on with Sandy on CMR on the internet. So
Stay safe, everybody. It is absolutely ridiculous outside. I'm looking right now at my front window, which is the storm coming straight at us. And yeah, it's wild.
Aaron, I know you've got a lot going on with your kids there, so we'll let you jump for now, and then maybe check in with you in just a little bit. Does that sound good?
Perfect. Yeah, they're screaming in the other room. So I'm gonna let them out.
Let them outside. Let them outside to go swimming in the pool.
No, not let them outside. Yeah, let them out of the room that I locked.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They're safe. Trust me, it's okay. They have nights.
All right, good to talk to Aaron. And again, she is reporting in conditions from Red Bay. And Sandy, whereabouts do you live? Are you in the same area?
Lower Valley.
Lower Valley, yeah, okay. Have you seen any flooding, out in your area yet?
Well, I've been getting quite a substantial amount of video footage, which definitely shows flooding around the island. So I would say yes, there's some flooding to be had. I'm just trying to actually pull up a video that someone has just sent us here from one of the beach areas, so that we can just share that with you all if possible.
Sure.
Of course, it's a little bit tricky because we are on an iPad for the show at the moment. So I'm just trying to, but this is quite something, I must say. I'm going to try to forward it to you, Blake, and see if you can actually bring it in the studio for me. So I've just sent it to you in WhatsApp.
Let's see if I can do that.
Let's see if you can bring that up.
It's a video, is that what you're? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to. Yeah, I may just have to show it on my.
If you're able to pull it into the show, then I can add it to the screen.
See, I don't know. I don't think I can do that from WhatsApp. I can play it though.
Do you use WhatsApp on the PC?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Good morning to Miss Joyce Ann. Let me just get some tech help here. This definitely is not charging.
No, that's bad.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So that's the Holiday Inn area.
Oh, is it? Okay. That's some crazy storm surge right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to see if I can add, maybe if I can add this to Dropbox.
We did get the latest from the National Hurricane Center. For everybody listening and watching on CMR, we were talking about, we had the National Hurricane Center on with us earlier this morning, just about an hour ago, and they were saying that the actual eye of the storm is a little bit south of Grand Cayman, which means the northeast wall of the eye, which is the worst part of a storm, is actually over Grand Cayman. So we're getting the brunt, the worst of the worst, as far as winds and rain potential of the storm right now. And I'm getting some messages from people saying, this second wave is now coming through. This would be the back end of the wall as it travels over us and continues to the west at 16 miles per hour. So sustained winds across the island, 65 miles per hour, and wind gusts up to near, if not exceeding Cat 1 strength, according to the National Hurricane Center, at 74, 75 miles per hour. So high winds, lots of rain now. They're saying total rainfalls between 4 and 8 inches. And through Friday, an overall total of isolated areas of 12 inches of rain. It's a lot of rain on the roadways, and it's going to cause a lot of flooding here for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, just heed the warnings of, the emergency services. If you do not have any real business on the streets, please stay off. And real businesses meaning if you're not emergency services personnel, please stay off the streets right now, because it just doesn't make any sense to go out there and either endanger your life or the life of someone else.
Yeah, they're expecting the tropical storm Grace to turn into a hurricane later on today, if not in the next several hours. So Cayman Islands still under a hurricane watch. So they haven't lifted that yet. as the
Yes.
storm travels west at 16 miles per hour. They're saying you can get tropical storm force winds 115 miles from the eye of the storm. So you're looking at winds for the next 5-6 hours here in Grand Cayman, and of course those rain bands, which can continue all day today and into tomorrow, potentially even Friday morning.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, Blake. That's exactly what we're looking at. We had someone who has their own sort of, weather tracking system, and they were getting gusts of about 85 miles per hour earlier this morning. They said the barometer is rising fast, indicating that the center has finally passed us. That's, again, his opinion. He wants to stress that he's not, a
A meteorologist.
weatherman or expert, but he's, in his 80s and he's seen a lot of storms and he's
Yeah.
been watching this. So he said winds at this time are east southeast at about 6 miles per hour, and of course they've been dipping, and then you'll see a resurgence of that. At one point he had a reading of 67 miles per hour, and then it went up to 82 miles per hour shortly after 6 o'clock this morning. So I feel like
You can see now what I'm
know,
showing you there, Georgetown,
yeah,
and the heaviest of the rain just now passing over us. So we should see conditions as far as rain start to gradually get better. Within the next 30 minutes or so, and then still going to be windy, still going to be rainy, but certainly not get worse. Gradually start to get better over the next 30
yeah,
minutes or so.
awesome. And it looks
Um,
like I can bring in some footage here in just a second. I'm trying to connect back to the laptop if I can get in there, but I can show you guys some video footage that we're receiving. Again, folks, don't go out of your way to try to, be CMR famous. Can send us
yeah.
any video footage, because we've already got a couple jackasses of the day that we have to post up. Thank you.
Just remember, you're on the
Okay,
on live
thank you.
radio as well.
I,
But again, we're talking to Sandy Hill from CMR. I'm Blake from Blake and Aaron on KISS FM, and we are broadcasting across all 4 DMS broadcasting stations right now, just to bring you the very latest conditions. And of course, we're live on CMR at the moment.
yeah.
So
So just give me 1 second here, Blake. I'm going to pull up this video so that everybody can have a look at this. And again, this is footage of the Holiday Inn,
okay,
basically. And it's someone was asking earlier, I can't remember who that was, if we had any footage of the beach. And well, you're
I
going to
was
see that
surprised this
here.
morning when I mean, I'll be honest, I was a little bit anxious, didn't get a great night's sleep, obviously. Just anticipating the storm and and the conditions, and worrying about getting into work this morning to try to bring everybody the latest. But I woke up at 4 this morning, and I was like, oh, okay, the power's still on, and the AC still running, and didn't hear any real rain bands or howling wind. And I thought, okay, did this did it miss us then? Again, did we over prepare? And then I looked at the radar and I thought, okay, this thing slowed down just a hair and took its time, getting to us, and saw that it was about to hit us somewhere around 5:30. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get up right now, take a shower where I can still get hot water and have the light on and get dressed and make some coffee. And sure enough, I got here about 5 a.m. And 30 minutes later, it literally deteriorated, in 10, 15 minutes, and then the power was shut off. So it happened really quickly. Obviously, Sandy there is attending to something behind the scenes there.
Yes.
But again, we are
Hopefully you can hear me.
What's that?
No, I was just saying, hopefully you can hear me. No, a few people are saying that.
I think we lost Sandy there on her connection. We'll have to dial back in just a little bit. But again, we are live at 7:42 a.m. here at DMS Broadcasting, broadcasting to you live from Godfrey Nixon Way, where conditions appear to be getting a little bit better. Still lots of rain and wind. But as I said, the back end of the wall now is just moving just over us. and it should be in the next 30 minutes or so start to see conditions improving. So we are back on with you, Sandy.
Yes, absolutely. I was just saying that there's some people who were saying that they could barely hear me, so I was just killing the sorry, the iPad feed and trying to reestablish it on the PC. So here we go.
By the way, you don't have power there. So are you on a generator, or what are you
No,
powering?
I'm just battery basically at this point. Charged up devices last night, knowing that you know, we could be in this situation. There's a high probability. Almost 30,000 CUC customers are without power today, and that is about 98% of everybody.
Yeah. It looks like we lost you there again. We're going to take a quick break. Again, we're going to come back with the very latest conditions of Tropical Storm Grace. Stay tuned to these DMS broadcasting stations for more right here. I think we lost you there. There you are.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's some big surf.
All right, folks. So again, we are imploring you to please stay indoors. Sorry, just 1 second there. We've got some footage, but yeah, there's definitely no need to be venturing out in this weather. We've again gotten photos of people who are doing so, and the emergency services are asking that you not do that. So here's footage from Windsor Park a little bit earlier today. All right, so that's the Windsor Park area, and we do have one from Swamp as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so definitely crazy.
Yeah.
We're getting some photos and stuff. And so I think at this point, folks, the best advice, stay indoors, stay safe, have a drink, kind of relax. Someone actually sent some footage here. Let me just see if I can bring this up about the weather, saying that there's somebody, they said Americans can be so insensitive that there's some lady laughing in the background. So let's see what this is all about. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Obviously, we've not had an opportunity to sort of preview any of this. So let's see what this situation is. It looks like a weather report coming out of the state. So let's have a quick look at this. Here we go.
Greece is absolutely hammering Grand Cayman. Yeah, actually the Cayman Islands. There's Cayman Brac, there's Little Cayman, all these beautiful, beautiful islands here. It's going to continue west, and we may see something very, very strong before all is said and done with this. This too, very little shear, some of the most intense ocean heat content that we have, very, very deep in the ocean lies in this water and through here. So keep an eye on things. We just had an unofficial gust, Jordan, on the Cayman Islands here of 90 miles per hour. So we may have hurricane race. Over to you.
All right, so someone said they heard a little snicker in the background there. I don't even know, folks. Here's another one that has just come in.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, David is going to bring a lot of video now to see some of the.
Yep, and that actually looks like let's just
Looks like a new house.
Yeah, that looks like a brand new house, and of course shingles are. But of course shingles coming off don't mean that the whole roof is coming off. Clear.
Brand new roof.
Yeah, that's not terrible though. That
No.
at least the wood roof is stayed on, just the shingles there, so that can be repaired, obviously.
Yeah, and that's what I was just saying, Blake, is that shingles coming off doesn't mean the whole roof is coming off. So
Yeah.
obviously you want to get that prepared as soon as possible.
Sandy,
so
I
we
know,
do
I know,
have-
it's, I know it's a crazy, Wednesday, but it is your birthday, and I wanted to at least play, a couple of things for your birthday. I don't know if you know this song, and people watching on CMR, it's Sandy's birthday today. So this is Birthday Cake from Rihanna.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Or you can go a little more traditional with the Beatles. You know this one?
Yes, that's a classic for sure.
Good song from the Beatles about birthdays. So, this is for you on your birthday as well.
Thank you.
Hold on, here we go.
Awesome.
Well, happy birthday! I know you got the power outs. You're hunkered down. There's a tropical storm raised on your birthday.
We've got the latest report. Hold on one second here, Blake. Darlene is asking if we have any roving reporters. No, Darlene, and we are encouraging people not to try to be a roving reporter for CMR. That's not what we want you to do, but we are getting information. So as we get it, we share it. This is now an official report as of just coming in here from GIS. So here's what we are looking at, folks. So it looks like.
Yeah, that's from the 7 a.m. report.
Yeah, so this is 7 a.m. 65 miles per hour. So nothing new, really. I think that we kind of knew this information, but yeah, it's moving at 16 miles per hour. So we can only hope that it will continue to do so. So
it's interesting. This information from GIS comes out 50 minutes after they get this information.
Yeah, and we've been,
from, we've been talking about it for
I know, for 50
since
minutes.
7 a.m. So they do seem to be a little lagging behind on getting that information out there.
I know. I listen. They tell us to watch the official sources, and we do closely watch the National Hurricane Center for sure. And we do get additional updates through different avenues. But here's what's happening in Newlands this morning. As to be expected, Newlands is one of many low-lying areas. So again, the streets are under the water essentially, and it's close to the canal. So this is nothing unusual. We just haven't seen it in a really long time. But look at that.
Wow, that's a lot of flooding.
Yeah. So I would say most of the island, getting 3 to 6 and upwards of 9 inches of rain, can certainly expect this to be what they'll be facing a little bit later on today. But in the meantime, folks, do not venture out. That is the word from the officials. We'll see if we can get Mr. John Tibbetts on the program here in a little bit. I know that he has obviously probably had little to no sleep all night. and been extremely busy. We did talk to the premier shortly after midnight, and everybody is planning for a very long day. So thank you, Wanda. Jackie says losing zinc of the roof in West Bay about 30 minutes ago. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully we're on the tail end of this. So, even if you're losing part of your roof, hopefully this will be a good indication that, if we're getting on the tail end of this, that you won't lose the rest of it. So there's always a silver lining in everything, folks. Miss Joyce Ann, Brenda, Glennie, Shireen, Debbie, thank you guys so much for all the birthday greetings.
And Sandy, I'm going to jump off here for now and let you get into your show a little bit. Maybe we'll connect a little bit later on. But you be safe where you are, and at least try to enjoy your birthday a little bit.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Of course, from CMR on 106.1 KISS FM. It is Blake from the Blake.
So again, thanks to Blake there. Everybody's just trying to keep you guys updated. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Sheila. Thank you, Daphne. Everyone for the birthday wishes. We're going to see if we can check in with Mr. John Tibbetts, the weather general. Is that his full title? Of the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. See if we can get a real live update on what's going on with him. And if not, we're going to take a break, and then we will certainly come back in a little bit. So Mr. John Tibbetts, who's Director General of the Cayman Islands National Weather Service, I just sent him the link. Let's see if we can get him on the show. But yes, lots of flooding, which again is to be expected, and rain. Obviously, the wind has died down somewhat. Thank you, Rodell, for the birthday greetings. So again, we've heard of at least one report of someone losing a roof in Prospect thus far. And let me just see here. Partial roofs, shingles coming off. That seems to be the norm. Down trees. And again, the people out there who are not adhering to the warnings. And, once again, we would like to encourage everyone to listen to the emergency services, stay off the streets, folks. No need to go out there and endanger your life or the life of anybody else who may have to end up rescuing you. So, we've got some additional video footage here that we can share. So, yeah, everybody's just got to stay safe at this point. Daylight. This is what we're talking about. Remember when we were saying yesterday in the show, in terms of it's better for the storm to come at night. At least when it's at night, most of you will stay indoors. As the daylight starts to creep in now, a lot of you want to venture out, and you really shouldn't. Keisha is joining us from Austin, Texas. Thank you so much. Red Mendoza, thank you for the birthday greetings. Millie says, enjoy a good birthday breakfast. Thank you very much. Javaka, are you still in the UK? Thank you for joining. And of course, Miss Darlene joining us from the UK as well. So this is another video that we've just received. Have a look at this, folks. All right. That's about it, folks. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a break at this time, and we will certainly be back at LeMay. Thank you so much again. Thanks to everyone for the birthday greetings. Yes, it is my birthday today, August 18th, and obviously we have a little bit of a storm situation here. So Tropical Storm Grace, I think the worst has passed, dumping quite a bit of rain on us, and winds gusting upwards of, someone said in their little weather system, again, not official, but their weather system showed something like 82 miles per hour at one point of a gust. Sustained winds of 65 miles per hour as it passes almost directly over the Cayman Islands. So general westward to west-northwestward motion is expected to continue, 16 miles per hour, and heavy showers are expected to continue through the late morning hours for the sister islands and through the afternoon for Grand Cayman. Again, flood and marine warnings are in effect, and residents are urged to continue to monitor the development of Tropical Storm Grace, and most importantly, to also continue to stay indoors, because that is where you are safest. All right. I think that's it. Okay, be safe, everyone, and we will check back in with you guys in a bit.